Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher reward. Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. This is your development trait. Superstar.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Foot of the Rockies, Denver. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A pass there complete to Sutton.
Cortland.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got Gordon open, completes it.
The pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy's getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes you go.
44-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Tackle made there by Nate Orchard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Steps away. He'll run it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 7. Titans, nothing.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Hate to see this. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. 2nd and 15. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. He completes this to Sutton. And all the way up to the 46.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Melvin Gordon on the carry. Tackle made at the...
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Eluding the pressure right. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos will extend their lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college. Touchdown. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they... They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Flushed out right.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man. Complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos add on. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Tackle made by
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to keep it here. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's... On first down, Gordon. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further.
He's tackled at the
Rashawn Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up fork.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
touchdown, Broncos.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's second and 5 now from the 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Start your week by installing your game plan.
in Pittsburgh. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I think it's 17 more on that one and another first down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Gordon. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
And the Broncos first down.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. He'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long,
first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll look to throw here.
Broncos.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The Bronco ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He was brought down.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
They run it here with Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their mobile quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The 2nd down pass.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. Going to run it here up the middle, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Allen Robinson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
Quarterback on the scramble.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The 2nd down pass.
to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return stops at the 39. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes,
and he'll take it in. KJ Hamler. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The score, Broncos 22.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees it a field goal. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete to Jerry.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle.
Forced out to his left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's going to keep it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The quarterback.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
The ball carrier.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
He's sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Broncos on third. And even 40 yards.
A gain of 40
That
yards.
could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
There's a familiar sight. T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and he earned it because he's been the top.
And he's going to go down again. Alex Highsmith brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Third and long.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
The Pat.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should.
On first down, Gordon. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Quarterback on the scramble.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First down, Denver.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. First down. It's Gordon. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets it.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cut.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.